What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns here, and it's official. The new Title 8 1.12 is officially here. However, hold your breath. It's really not as big of a deal as some people might think it is. Now, this is from the Rockstar Newswire. GTA Online Capture Creator is coming this Friday, but you can get double the GTA money and RP on capture jobs right now. So, if you're into capture, or you want to get into capture to make some extra money and some RP, well, do it for the next couple days. But regarding update 1.12, today there's also a new update available that includes many of the fixes we announced in last week's spring update story, including bonus RP every time you like or dislike content after playing it, the ability to call Lester and have him instruct the cops to turn a blind eye to criminal activity for a short period of time, as well as increased payouts for completing parachute races, death matches, and last team standing jobs with less than 4 players. To get the new update, just log on to your PS3 or your Xbox 360 and put in Grand Theft Auto 5, and you'll be prompted to download the automatic update. Xbox 360 players will also be prompted to download a compatibility pack. For the full list of fixes and changes, we're going to go to another article. So if you're interested in more detailed information, I have it right here for you. Now, some of this I may be repeating myself, but bear with me. The top changes, which we may have already gone over. A new Lester ability has been added. Players will now be able to call Lester to have him tell his cop buddies to turn a blind eye to any crime you may or may not be committing for a short period of time. And I looked at some screenshots people have put up, and it looks like that's going to cost you 5 big ones. That's right, $5,000. And I don't know how long they're going to turn a blind eye for, so it really might not be worth it, to be honest. The next top change was players are now awarded more cash when completing parachute races, death matches, and last team standing jobs with less than 4 players. Of course, we covered this a moment ago, but it's good to reiterate, point it out once more time in case you missed it the first time. The next one, every time a player likes or dislikes content, they will receive 50 RP. So a no vote means no RP for you. So it would behoove you to at least like it or dislike it if you enjoyed or didn't enjoy the mission or the death match or the race that you just played. Next one, fixed an update where players who had upgraded personal vehicles prior to 1.10 were able to sell them for $10,000. So apparently you should be able to make a little bit more money when you're selling your personal vehicle at the Los Santos Customs. So that's good news. The next issue that they took care of, they fixed the issue when players lost the GeauxBurns sweeper despite having purchased it during the Valentine's event. And I thought they already took care of this because I've had the sweeper back in my inventory for a while now. Next one, fixed an exploit where players were able to use the creator in free roam session to spawn objects or vehicles. Next issue they fixed an exploit where players were able to use weapons within their apartment and garage to kill other players, and that's a good update. I'm glad they fixed that. Alright, next one. Voted to screens can now progress when a job has received a majority vote. And that's something a lot of people have been asking for, because it would just sit there. Say you had 4 people playing and you only had 3 people vote. It would sit there for the next 20, 30, 60 seconds. It doesn't matter if the person voted or not, but now they got majority vote. And I think they implemented this already, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, here's the next one. Fix an issue where players could be unable to reclaim their personal vehicles from the impound lot after being destroyed. That's interesting. So players could be unable to reclaim their personal vehicle from the impound lot after being destroyed. Okay, so I guess there was an issue there and they fixed it. Okay, I get it now. Alright, moving on. Fixed an issue where it was possible for a player to receive hangs and long load times after completing several activities. And the final top change, fixed an issue where players were able to render themselves and the car they were driving invisible to grief other players. I'm definitely glad they took care of that one. Now there's several other changes as well, and there's a whole list of them, so bear with me. And if you'd like to read over these yourself, I have the link below in the description section. Alright, all changes. The first one, quote-unquote, sudden death, next point wins, and all packages need to be collected options have been added to capture jobs to prevent matches ending in draws. Alright, next, Players can now view the map in deathmatch, survival, last team standing, and capture lobbies. This also displays the weapon, health, pickup locations that exist within each individual job. That's pretty cool. Next, clarified quote-unquote rank in job description, which now reads opens at rank. Interesting. Next, fixed an issue where losing players in captured jobs were not awarded cash. Yeah, you should get a little something. Even the losers deserve a little RP and a little bit of money for their trouble. Moving on. Next, an issue with the player where the player chose to skip the tutorial. There was sometimes a delay before the closed shops opened. Okay, so I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed an issue where players would occasionally appear to one another in the elevator if they transitioned into the apartment at the same time. Kind of like a ghost. Woo! Alright, moving on. Fixed multiple exploits where players could duplicate vehicles. Fixed an issue where vehicles could appear in multiple garage instances, causing collision issues and explosions. So you can no longer duplicate vehicles. And that's not going to be good for some people because they have been doing that lately. So you're not going to be able to duplicate your vehicle, and your friend's not going to be able to duplicate their vehicle for you. Alright, next, players will now be removed from their vehicles if they choose to replace it via the internet whilst they are in their garage. This will fix an issue where vehicles could be ordered but never arrive. Fix an issue where players could occasionally be given the incorrect amount of RP for beating a race world record. Fixed an issue where the buzzard gunner overlay would occasionally appear on next job voting screens. Fixed multiple exploits where players were able to move a variety of non-allowed vehicles into online. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, which vehicles are they talking about? Are they talking about all these non-allowed vehicles, like, for example, the cargo plane, or, say, Franklin's Buffalo? I guess we'll see. I guess we're going to find out soon enough. Next, alright, if a job has a cash or RP multiplier attached to it, and this occurs on weekend events, this will show up on the next job voting screen. They fixed an issue where the player in a race would occasionally get their ticker feed messages saying they had overtaken another player when they had not. Fixed an issue where quick join would occasionally not work properly when attempting to join a contact mission. Fixed a grammatical issue with the Sanchez motorbikes on the vehicle selection screen. Fixed an issue where it was possible for a player to have their strength start reset. Fixed an issue where armored trucks could continually respawn. Fixed an exploit where player can gain RP for dying with a wanted level in an army base, prison, the army base or prison while on missions. Fixed an issue where purchasing ammo for a dropped weapon could occasionally allow it to be saved to the player's character. Fixed an exploit where players could duplicate their personal vehicles by blocking the entrance to their garage. Yeah, like we mentioned a moment ago, that duplication glitch looks like it is gone. It's out of here. Fix an issue where it was possible for a player to get stuck after using quick save whilst in the impound lot. Fix an issue where cash was occasionally being paid out incorrectly after races. Fix an issue where it was possible for players to receive the incorrect RP after completing a contact mission. Fix an issue where if a player drank whiskey in their apartment until they passed out, this could cause a clone to appear who would then attack them. I've never seen that one. That's crazy. So if my character would have kept drinking whiskey and passed out, there would be like a clone that would, like the evil twin from the parallel universe. Okay, I'm sidetracking, sorry. Alright, next. A new feed that's been added during the transitions into and out of GTA Online sessions and jobs. These show how many jobs a player has played each type, as well as how many missions from each contact the player has played out of those available to them at their rank. They fixed an issue where incorrect error messages could show while attempting to join a GTA Online session. They fixed an issue where non-player characters could spawn in players' apartments. Fixed an exploit where players were able to steal one another's vehicles. Fixed an issue with the Garage logo used in vehicle descriptions in garages. Fixed an issue where it was possible for players that became stuck after the tutorial mission cutscene completing. Fixed an issue where players could lose vehicles by having them delivered to a garage without actually owning the garage. Fixed an issue where players' personal vehicles had to be claimed on insurance despite not being destroyed. Fixed an issue where the dialog box for Moore's Mutual Insurance would only show up very briefly. Fixed an issue where the cost for reclaiming the rat loader could change depending on how many vehicles were in the reclaim list. Fixed an issue where a player could occasionally crash when entering a job corona. Fixed an issue where Rockstar verified jobs could display incorrect information on the social club website. Fixed an issue where players were unable to save or publish created content if the Microsoft point symbol was used in the description. Fixed an issue where players could change positions very quickly when passing through checkpoints in races. Fixed an issue where the ticker feed would show that the player has moved into first place in races when they were already in first place. Team balancing will be permanently and by default for all captured jobs, so that's permanent. Fixed an issue where players could become stuck viewing an apartment when trying to buzz a remote player into their building. Fixed an issue where a player could become stuck, into their garage. Okay, so into their garage or apartment. So moving on. This is long, by the way. If you want to stop listening to this and go to the article and read it yourself, you're more than welcome to. I'm just doing this out of courtesy. So continuing. Where were we? All right, fixed an issue where the next job voting screen became corrupted and was missing descriptive text. Fixed an issue where personal vehicles could lose insurance if the garage's slot was changed. Fixed an issue where it was possible to become stuck on a black screen after signing out of the PlayStation Network profile whilst in character. Fixed an issue where it was possible to time out when accepting an invite to a friend's online session while in Creator. Fixed an issue where it was possible to use phones when testing jobs in Creator. Corrected an issue where it was possible to gain awards and RP after blowing up vehicles in the test mode of Creator. Let's see. Fixed an issue where players could occasionally not respond correctly if they were killed in a boat. Fixed an issue where the player character model could show in the Creator in the top-down sky view. Fixed an exploit where player had the ability to reclaim uninsured personal vehicle via Moore's Mutual Insurance. Fixed an issue where vehicles could spawn in random locations under bridges if intentionally placed on bridges. Fixed an issue where the character creator would not be able to create new characters after being turned off when deleting a character. Fixed an exploit where players were able to disable bounties placed on them. Fixed an issue where it was possible to lose all player control after speed scrolling through the menus. Fixed an issue where it was occasionally possible for enemies to spawn inside locked buildings during gang attacks. Fixed an issue where players could be unable to make any phone calls during contact missions. Fixed an issue where button prompts could occasionally show up during the online intro cutscene from non-related events. Fixed an issue where the whiskey bottle in the apartment could become invisible to other players after drinking from it. It vanishes. It's gone. Where's my whiskey? Alright, continuing. Fixed an issue where players could become stuck on a black screen, permanently loading screen, when joining GTA Online with a fresh character after installing the business pack. Fixed an issue where players could load back into online with invisible arms and feet and entirely new outfits after updating the game. So that glitch is gone apparently. Fixed an issue where signing out of the character could hang the game. Fixed an issue where activity prompts such as drinking wine could show to players invited in apartments, but these prompts could not be followed. I never understood the point of drinking wine because you can't get drunk from drinking wine in the game. Alright, continuing. Fixed an issue where the player would no longer receive contact missions from Trevor after the player joined a job and then returned to online. Fixed an issue where players were receiving too much RP for races. Darn. Fixed an issue in rally races where it was occasionally possible for players to receive ticker feed messages and RP awards for overtaken when no overtaken had occurred. Fixed an issue where players could be taken to the wrong session or job after the next job voting screen. Fixed an issue where the quick restart option on the test option of the creator would just take the player back to the creator rather than restarting the test job. Fixed an issue where players could receive messages that they had not yet unlocked some missions despite them being available in the start menu. Fixed an issue where the incorrect screen could show after completing a job created in the creator. Fixed an issue where the incorrect job type could show up in the phone invite and ticker message when received. And of course, for the story mode changes, there's only one, fortunately. Fixed an issue where players could fail the quote-unquote monkey business mission by dropping a mission objective. Okay, so there it is, the nice long list of fixes and updates regarding Title Update 1.12. Like I said, if you want to go read it yourself, please feel free and do so. And which one do you like the most, or which one do you not like the most, or were you expecting more from Update 1.12 or less? Tell me what you feel, what you thought, your opinions. If you're still awake, I hope you are, below in the comment section. If this video was informative, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of content on here, a lot of fun I like to have, like Racing Badly, which I do every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I got some new episodes up today as well coming. So thanks for your time. And of course, you can always friend me on Xbox Live and over at Rockstar Social. That info below in the description section. And as always, thanks for watching.